That time is here, the beginning of the end. Yes, we have made it. We're now going to finish the Allies. Yes, the French must be recompleted, but for now we are finishing the Allies. We may do the Americans after the French, and I may want to try and fix up Belgium a little bit to the quality of what we have today. But for now, the main series is coming to an end, and the Redux series will follow soon after, and hopefully end out 2018, the last centennial of World War One, and then we enter the interwar years and the Treaty of Versailles years. But for now, we're gonna focus on today, which is Leaders of Tomorrow is coming back, especially with Winston Churchill. I actually did one with Stephen de Gaulle, but I actually put him in Heroes and Generals. I guess the next time I come around to Redux in France, he will become a leader of tomorrow. But anyway, we're going to do Leaders of Tomorrow for the rest of the series, honestly, because we got Hitler, we got we got Hitler, we got the guy that actually tried to denounce the war, the Hungarian politician. We have Winston Churchill, and we have Mustafa Kemal. So we got a lot of people in the Tomorrowlands ahead. So yeah, most of the video will actually focus on them in World War One, but it would dabble into their post-war years and fixing the place and beginning of the World War Two era. But for now, we got to do Winston Churchill and see if that is a good mix between war years and post-war years and intermingling into World War Two years. But I might do a World War Two thing at some point, not next year, of course. Probably Vietnam or Korea or something. But for now, Heroes of Tomorrow is coming back. Benito Mussolini was actually kind of a good mixture between. It was kind of a copy of the Great War, but I did a little bit of research into the post-war years and even up into World War Two. I did go a bit, but anyway, that is going to be done. And yes, as the title states, it's the beginning of the end. We're going to be in Austria next 2 weeks probably. Yeah, we're going to do Austria in 2 weeks, so this is the beginning of the end. All nations of the Central Powers, Germany is the main supplier of the Central Powers, so don't be expecting the Ottomans to have a concise gun list. I think they might be the only nation to actually not have a gun list, actually. Maybe a medieval World War One list, like the Yataghan sword and the Ottoman fraudulent mace, maybe. But other than that, if they do have the Ottoman Mauser, which is just a conversion of the German Mauser, but I might work in one gun and do the Yataghan sword and the flagellant mace, because that's all they really have to their own, really. They were now modifying and being under the presence of the German Empire, so they get a lot of guns from the Germans and the Austro-Hungarians. Same thing for the Austro-Hungarians, they're getting like 4 guns, and they may actually start, no, the British will actually start the series. The guns that never were, and the prehistoric guns, like how do I put this lightly? No, wait, not lightly, I'm not saying something crude. How do I put this? Prehistoric guns, I'm still trying to find a name for it, a catchy name. I'm thinking the Land Before Guns, or some silliness like that. But the Land Before Guns is basically like guns that were basically obsolete, done, neither by World War One. So in the Land Before Guns, you will see the Martini Henry, the Karakana, which is a Russian one-shot Brandon-style rifle made for the Russians while Austro-Hungarian, yada yada. Then you'll see the Mannlicher 1871 to 1888, and then you might see for the Ottomans, they will not get none, and the Germans will get the, I don't know, there's a lot of guns for Germany, honestly. I think Germany is the most gun-influential country in the world after America, but they only bring the combat shotgun to the war. But for Germany, we'll have two rifles, two semi-automatic rifles, 2 machine guns, 2 pistols, 1 maybe do the Reitz revolver. But for now, let's just focus for now. Yeah, we have to supplement because they don't have a lot of minorities to do a minority report fully in depth on, so those minority report, I can't speak today, finish the Tanzanian episode. So the minority reports of the Germans, which they don't have, will turn into guns, basically. or something like that. But they would have these askaris, which is all of Africa, not just southwest, east, west, and they actually have a lot of heroes and generals that were going to serve in World War Two. But I would relinquish Hitler, and maybe Rommel might get leaders of tomorrow. But I mean, I don't know. We have Hermann Goering, Erich von Richthofen, the Kaiser himself, the son, the little Willie. Damn, Germany's going to be a toss-up between leaders of tomorrow and actual heroes and generals, but I don't know. We got Erich von Ludendorff. Should we do them as a couple or like one? You know what I mean? Should we do them as the dynamic duo, or do we just leave them as they are, like two separate people? Yes, they are two separate people who lead two separate lives, and one died before the other. But okay, we'll do a dynamic duo. The military, what do you call it? Military I don't know. We'll figure out something. But of course, the dynamic duo, and then each in their own merits, one episode. So Germany has a lot, considering they don't have a lot of minorities. They have the most influential army, guns, and people in the world. So it was the hub of Europe, and it was not called so for no reason. So there you go. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this here quick because kind of dying of thirst, dying the breath. Gotta go and eat some chow mein. That was some kind of Korean. I hope I didn't say nothing offensive. Anyway, I will see you next week. This is the beginning of the end. Not next week, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I'm starting to wake up really early. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you learned something, and prepare for the beginning of the end. The reduxes don't count. The actual French season will still remain up, but if you want to see a more glorified, better French season, well, you could watch the redux. But I don't really delete videos unless it's necessary, because you'll have those embarrassing videos. Those videos here are like, come on, I'm doing so much better now. Those videos were like a 6 to 7 out of 10, but these videos here now are like 9 to 10 out of 10. But it's still good to see where you came from, you know what I mean? They may be embarrassing. Unless you're like iDubbbz, and they don't really fix, they don't really gel with the channel that much. Like, you have gameplay, and then you have content cop and what's in the box, and Kickstarter crap, and then it's just like, why are there game videos on a non-gaming channel? You get me? So for that instance, like, you do beauty and then you used to play games, or you used to do beauty and now you play games. It's like, make a separate channel and upload them separately so the beauty people could actually see a succession of beauty channel tips and tricks, while the gamers could actually go and see the games and the unboxings and the making PCs and stuff. So in that aspect, I can understand why you would delete some old videos and then probably re-upload them onto a new channel because they don't fit on the channel no more. But if they fit on the channel but they were old and cringy, they must stay on the channel, even though your actual new performance and you have gotten better since like Benito Mussolini and tactics and strategies of Italy. They're still there as like a time capsule. Like, damn, you actually started from here. Like, you started from the bottom, now you're here. You started from the bottom, now the whole team's here. So I just keep it like that. I mean, you don't have to watch them, but they still get a lot of views, honestly. That's so weird. Anyway, I hope you learned something, and I don't know. We got the Gurkhas, we got the white Gurkhas to do. We got the Marines, the 63rd Marines. We have the Crown Jewel of India, and we'll do the Barbados Corps, and I think that's basically it. Weapons and tally-ho to Austria. So basically, this week would finish up the 10 parts. Homefront will not really be done this week because I want to do the bombings of London with the Zeppelins, and that's more of a Homefronty episode. So that would be in the Horrors of War. Yeah, also, almost forgot before we finish this. Not all. Well, no, I did say not all 10 parts. Well, that was in another video and shit. So I actually came from recording one video because it wasn't coherent. I was just all over the place. But this is a bit more structured. But anyway, not all 10 parts will be done. Yes, the 10 parts will be laying out, but some may be changed as time goes on. and I need to stop being like a game and introducing new game modes every map pack. I need to really stop, but what can you do? Hopefully with, let's see, Mission Impossible should be the last real thing we do, man. Not even a lot of these episodes may carry over into another country, so who knows? Anyway, wait, hold on. Before we go, is the Label 1886 considered obsolete? A land before guns? Who knows? But everyone's home, so noise. So, hope you learned something. And you can't really learn nothing from this. And tell me what you think. Gotta go edit that Tanzania video, so I'm gonna publish this one first. And hope you learned something. Later.